Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So today we are going. Good afternoon. Today we are going to do practicals in physics and chemistry both. So first practical we'll do verification. So all of you can open OLab site, okay, website, and I will share my screen with you, and then I'll demonstrate and we'll discuss about its theory, and then you will perform Ohm's law verification practical on OLab website. Okay, so just be ready, and I just want to tell you why do we do these practicals. So you should be aware about that. We do practicals for first thing. Our objective is that you get hands-on experience, and you can just see all the apparatus which are used. Okay, that is the objective, like very common objective. Why do we do practicals in school? Okay, to get hands-on experience. Okay, and just to know how, like principles which we study about different concepts, so how to verify those uh, principles or concepts. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So I hope all of you have opened that website.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that just open that practical Ohm's law verification.
Open, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm also just opening. Just wait. So
Ma'am,
first
your
we,
screen is visible.
yeah, good. So I'm just going to start it. Verification of Ohm's law. So you can also click on this practical Ohm's law verification. And first we are going to discuss about the theory of this practical Ohm's law verification. As you have already studied about Ohm's, so the objective of this practical is to verify the Ohm's law. Now, what is Ohm's law? It states that at a constant temperature, the current which is flowing through the conductor between 2 points is directly proportional to the potential difference, or we can say voltage across those 2 points. So if potential difference is V and current flowing through the conductor between 2 points is I, then that potential difference is directly proportional to I, current. So just to remove this proportionality constant, we add one proportionality constant, which is R, and this R is called resistance of the conductor. So according to this law, uh, we, like if we plot a graph between potential difference and that current flowing through the conductor, like for different amounts of current, then we get a straight line. So that means R remains constant for different values of current flowing through it and potential difference across the conductor. So that is the theory of Ohm's law. Now we are going to verify it. So come to the simulator, open the simulator, and we'll be there on the practical. So that simulator is open. Can you see the that circuit with all the instruments attached?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first you can see here battery is there. Okay, and battery is connected to a meter. So all of you know that what is the role of ammeter? Anybody can tell me what is the function of ammeter?
Calculates the amount of current.
Yes. So that ammeter records the amount, quantity or amount of current flowing in the circuit. And then that voltmeter is attached in series. So what is the function of voltmeter? Vansh? Vansh, I can't hear you. Anybody else? Vishal?
Ma'am, it is used to measure the total potential difference.
Potential difference. Okay. Across these 2 points. Okay. Across the conductor. And then one resistance is attached here. Okay. And this rheostat, one instrument is this rheostat. So what is the function of this rheostat? This
Ma'am, it
is,
is for variable resistance.
yes, this is used for variable resistance. Now, then switch is attached. So when that switch is off, you can see that it is open. So to start the practical, what we need to do first, just click on this switch and close it. So that circuit is closed and current will start flowing through it. So are you able to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that current started flowing through it. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am. We can see it.
Okay. So yeah, I'm also able to do it. So that you can see that current started flowing through the circuit from positive terminal to negative terminal. You can just check the direction of the current also. Now, what we'll do, we'll try to take get this resistance for one measure of resistance through rheostat. We'll take one reading in ampere and uh, voltmeter. Okay, so we will just try to slide this slider on rheostat and we'll see how much current is flowing through the circuit. Okay, for a particular resistance. We'll change the amount of current through this rheostat. Okay, so can you get one reading? First reading on my screen, if I can see, it is like 0.01 ampere, and for that potential difference is 0.12 volt. So whatever reading you are having on your screen, you can just note it down. First reading. Anybody can tell me that reading which you are getting? If you tell me.
I'm getting 0.08 stage as 1.
All right, so note down that reading, that is first reading, and if you scroll down, you will get one observation table here. So click on that observation table below that circuit, and you will get this observation table. So here you can write down your in current, like I, which is given, like I'm having 0.01. So I'm typing here 0.01. Whatever reading you are having, you can just type in that current column your reading of current. Okay. And whatever is the reading for potential difference for this current. So I'm having 0.12 volt. So I'm typing that 12 volt. So this is my first reading. So by taking we are going to take 6 readings, and for which we'll plot a graph here, which will show us that current is directly proportional to the potential difference, okay, at any given temperature in a circuit. And we'll get that constant resist a straight graph, and which will prove this Ohm's law. So this is our first reading. Now I'm going to shift rheostat to change to take the another reading. So I'm just sliding it. So it takes a little effort sometimes. Okay. So I'm going
my graph is plot and it is a straight line.
Okay, so now that second reading is 0.08 ampere, and for that it is 1 volt. So I'm going to type here 0.08 ampere, and that voltage is 1. So this is my second. So you have done it. That's great. But I'm sharing my screen so you can just check, those who want to check it. Now again, I'm just changing the reading of, I'm sliding this, and my third reading is, like, current is 0.17 ampere and voltage is 2 volt. So I'm just going to note down this reading in my third row. So it's 0.17 ampere and voltage is 2 volt. Okay. Now again, for next reading, we have to complete all 6 readings, then only we will be able to see the graph here. So now
I also got the straight line.
very good, very good. So now this 25 ampere is the current, like fourth reading, 0.25 ampere, and for this potential difference is 3 volt. So this is my fourth reading, and now I'm going to take fifth reading. So I'm just sliding this slider of rheostat to take the next reading. So this is 0.33 ampere current flowing through. The potential difference at this time is 4 volt. So 0.33 ampere current, and for this potential difference is 4 volt. Okay. Now I'm moving forward to get, and my last reading is 0.42 ampere current for potential difference 5 volt. So 0.42 ampere current flowing through the circuit, and at this point potential difference is 5 volt. Now, so these are our resistance. You can just calculate using that Ohm's law, that formula R is equal to V upon I. That means for V upon I, that R remains constant. So through these readings, you can see the approximate values of R, approximate 12. Okay. So so there are always some practical errors in any system. So by negating those practical errors, we can see a slight difference in the value of resistance, and we'll see through graph. If we get a that means that Ohm's law is verified. So here you can see the graph on the screen. So almost straight line, a slight like practical error is there in the values of R. So we can consider errors as practical errors. Okay. So this Ohm's law is verified. So is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So everybody completed this practical?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All right. So please keep these readings with you and write down in your manual. Okay. And that method, how to write this practical, already explained to you. So how you are going to write that? First you will write that experiment number, date, then objective to verify Ohm's law. Then second, like materials used. So you can write all the apparatus which you use, then theory, and then next will be your observation table. All right. Then calculation and result, and last will be your precautions. Okay, so at least 4 or 5 precautions to avoid or to minimize error in your practical setup. So you will write down those precautions, and on the left side of the manual, you will draw the diagram, and at actual graph paper, you will draw your graph. Okay, and taking that V and I on X and Y axis. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you get straight line, which you already saw in the practical, so that you will draw on graph paper and attach in your manual. So this was all about this practical.